Can you tell me about task-based learning? What is it?
An approach that is used to teach the learner the actual language is in tasks, in chains, which can be which can be followed by an assessment at the end of each task. Like that will build the knowledge that the learner needs, so that they can communicate in English.
What is pedagogy?
So it's I see it as a science, or it's the way of by which you're trying to include lots of knowledge to make sure that the learning process is going in a very steady way in order to achieve specific goals.
Your strategy is to teach reading skills.
Okay, personally, I like to include all the four skills to teach one skill. So, for example, the reading cannot be done without a text or material, which is the actual material. I like to start teaching reading by listening. So always I like to introduce the text, say listen, then read after that. So first of all, they have to listen to the text, or before that they could have, depending on the level of the student, they could have a silent reading, then underlining any difficult word. Then I read or I play the audio file of the text, so they can listen, and then we can, I can ask my students to tell me any difficult word that they circle or underline. Then we can decrypt and try to have synonyms or simplify the difficult expressions they might face. And then I ask them to read. And during that's actually in the presentation stage. While reading, I can answer some WH questions. These questions will help me see if the students have understood the actual text.
What are your ICT tools?
Personally, in my bag, not this one, in my bag, actually, I always have a speaker. Okay, I always have a speaker, small computer, small laptop, some USB hubs if they would like to change, courses from there and there. And in addition to thanking Mr. Hussein Snas, I would like also to extend a heartfelt appreciation to Mr. Othmane Taleb. Thank you so much for your collaboration and your help throughout the whole journey. Also, I'd like to thank Mr. Saeed Al-Muhtarib for being the second pillar of the training. And last but not least, Mr. Hussein Al, which added that last invaluable touch yesterday. The TESOL training experience, it is 120 hours of training in an extended way. And includes lots of theoretical and practical activities, starting from learning about theories and methods as well as approaches, ended by or assessed by actual workshops and actual micro teaching sessions where we can practice what we've learned so far.
You're welcome. On your teaching skills.
Direct method. I choose to use the direct method. When you give the information with English, there is no other language. The other language is forbidden to use it to give information. I think I have an intrapersonal intelligence, so it makes me understand everyone. Because I understand myself from inside, and I go introspection all the day, so I can understand the others. So for my students, I will understand everyone needs.
Yes. How can you teach lesson? I give you an example, passive voice. So what are you going to do? Tell me just highlights some very important things that you will do.
I bring some examples.
Okay.
And then I show them how to, for example, it could be an exercise.
Okay.
I will bring solutions. A warm thanks for all the team, teachers and students, especially the warm thanks for Mr. Othmane Taleb. My philosophy of teaching. I believe that teachers are obligated to hold students to only the highest expectations. Doing so encourages the student to think highly of themselves. in return and maximizes the benefits that accompany a self-fulfilling prophecy. I believe that with perseverance and hard work, students will rise to the occasion. Teaching is a process of learning from students, colleagues, and parents, and I aim to bring a positive attitude, open mind, and high expectations for my students into the classroom each day. I believe I owe it to my class to bring warmth and consistency to inspire those same traits in my students. My teaching style is one that incorporates small group and one-on-one teaching. In conclusion, my ultimate goal as a teacher is to provide high-quality individualized instruction to meet the unique needs of each student. I aspire to create a learning environment that is inspiring, making my students feel safe and secure. I aim to leave a legacy that other teachers and my students will remember, that I was kind, warm person with a true passion for teaching. TESOL experience. TESOL, or teaching English to speakers of other language, can be an excellent career choice for those passionate about education and cultural experience. Next, we'll list the 10 key steps of a micro-teaching activity.
Thank you very much, Mikael. When you learned how to teach reading, you learned about two words, skimming and scanning. What is the difference between them?
When it comes to skimming is when you read a piece of writing, maybe a text or a dialogue or a short story. And the rule of when you are skimming, you just trying to find, for example, the general idea of that piece of text, not going into details.
What is the importance of code of conduct?
It's a kind of a process or a kind of operation that sets the rules in the beginning. In the beginning of the semester, for example, so the teacher makes it clear what he or she can accept in terms of behaviors, in terms of how students should interact with the week. Is an essential model when it comes to teach, especially vocabulary and grammar.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah.